Engagement tells you everything. If you post promotions and no one likes it, comments on it, shares it, or saves it, or even say fewer than 10 people do any one of those, you are hurting yourself, girlfriend. I'm Deborah Atkinson. You're listening to She Means Fitness Business, produced by my business, Voice for Fitness. At Voice for Fitness, we know that you want to be an inspirational example to other midlife women. And in order to do that, you need a profitable health and fitness coaching business. And the problem is for you, a lack of clients or a lack of time and a way to scale that business, which makes you feel uncertain about whether you can or maybe whether you want to succeed. I believe you deserve consistent, dependable revenue from clients you love. And I understand how it feels because I've been there too, which is why I now train fitness professionals internationally. And here's how I do it. First of all, if you're tired of getting the results you're getting from doing what you're doing, meet with me on a call. I then help you create a plan of action based on you, what you've tried, what results you're getting. And third, we celebrate your growth. So book a call. And in the meantime, get your business scorecard so you can stop feeling your dreams slipping away while other less qualified and less heart-centered coaches make sales and get more clients. And instead, you can easily increase your revenue by at least $5,000 a month in the first 90 days. I'm going to put that link to the business scorecard and to booking a call if you're serious about taking a step with me in the show notes. Timeline posts are promotional and they read like ads. People come to social media for social awareness, for laughter, to see what friends are doing, to maybe think, I'm not as crazy as I think because there's somebody worse out there in the world. They want to see what their family members are doing. They want to get to know you. They want education as long as it's entertaining. Engagement on your post tells you everything. If you post promotions and no one likes them, comments on them, or saves them, or fewer than 10 people do any one of those, you are hurting yourself. I mean, number one, you're spinning your wheels, right? You're spending a lot of time doing things that are not giving you a return on investment. And maybe when you are just starting out, you think, well, I don't mind. I like this. You're not going to like it later. I can tell you that there will come a time when, you don't mind doing this, you don't mind doing that. And there are things I also don't mind. But now I've backed myself into a corner so many times during my growth that it's like, I cannot do that anymore. Even some of the things I like, I can't do anymore because there are bigger, higher priorities. So I need to cut down. And so too will you get to that cross section where you just got to declare what is the most important and what gives me the best ROI. So I want to spare you the pain if I possibly can. Timeline posts, and whether we're talking about Instagram or Facebook, that are promotional, even that include paid advertising, ultimately they hurt your organic reach. I'm going to say that again. So if you're doing Facebook ads and you have your Facebook ads connected to Instagram and you think this is so sweet, I can do it here and just going here. Actually, if you're doing paid advertising on Instagram, your organic reach while you're doing those paid ads will go down. And then after you remove the ad, you're no longer doing it. Say Christmas is over or New Year's or whatever you were doing it for, your engagement will be down for a while. It will take you a while to build back up. So just this is what we've done. And we've seen that happen, that, once they know they can get you to pay, they just want you to pay more in order to get that engagement back up. And so you're going to have to basically do an elimination diet, right? You have to go off of it completely and leave it alone. And only until, say, you build up your audience really well, really big, and you're going to have this blowout sale that everybody on your social media and everyone on your email list, everybody will buy. That's when you'll use it. I mean, when this is a home run, everybody in my audience is going to want it, then do it. But otherwise, you got to say it's probably not worth it if you think you might make one sale, unless it's worth $10,000, right? So be smart, be really, really smart, and study what you're doing. So don't go into that paid advertising too quickly. Use the evidence that you have as the testimonial for this one. I can think of 2 of our students who were doing this regularly, like very promotional. And my own example of doing this a month ago after not having done so for more than 2 years as a rule, the performance of that post was pathetic. And what I mean by that, it wasn't even a paid ad. It was just that I was promotional in nature. And I said, like last call, this program is for sale. The engagement is awful. Awful, awful, awful. Nobody liked it. Nobody commented except the couple of people who were following on the timeline who were like, I'm so excited. I'm already in. But nobody else said, you should do this. This is who I follow. The things that you really want to happen, they don't, because you want to think about it this way. And that is the evaluation of a post is, does it make somebody look funnier, smarter, or thinner? Because that's what somebody wants, right? So if it doesn't do any of those things and you're just going to have her share something or think she will, it's probably a no, right? So it's super important that you take a good look at what happens when you do it. And sometimes that's all you need to get better and not do it again. The performance, really goes down. But again, it's not just the performance on that post. Everything goes down for a minute because they just pass you over because it wasn't any good. So now they're out of the rhythm of seeing you in their timeline, and they won't. So you're going to get shown less often, less recommended. So you've got to then pick back up and build yourself back up. So you don't just hurt that day's post. You hurt it for the future, whether that's a day or 2 or a week, depending on how quickly you regroup. Okay. So now, that post is sitting there like a sore thumb. So what would I do with something like that? Just removing it is probably a good idea. Hiding it, archiving it so it's not sitting there. But I've left it on my timeline. So you can see it if you go there now. It says last call. And I left it there for a reason, because there will be a time that I'm going to offer a program again. Not necessarily will I make a post about it like that, but I want people to see that if they do want to take a next step, there are programs that I tell them about from time to time, so that that person who is here and wants to buy knows where she can, right? So archive content that doesn't serve you is a good idea, but think about, maybe like me, you have a second thought about why maybe it's sitting there isn't such a bad thing. But get rid of it so no one else scrolls through your timeline if they're looking at you for the first time. Could be another thought. So I'm throwing it out there. I don't know that there's any absolute wrong or right, but I want you to make the right decision for yourself and be thoughtful about it. And maybe next time you'll try it the other way. So there you have it. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And don't forget, if you don't know really how you're doing or how you're going to change what you're doing, go to the show notes. Make sure you grab the business scorecard to get an idea of how you're doing now on the things that profitable fitness coaches and personal trainers are doing and that need to get better if you're going to scale a business and still have the life that you love. I'll put everything in the show notes, so don't forget to pop over and grab those.